everyone, how are you today? This is Angelica, nice to see you. Today I'm going to do something creative and I guess kind of spiritual. It's a mystical type healing tool called a pendulum, and it's really simple to make. I'm going to make it and then show you how to use it. It kind of bypasses your logical mind if you think too much logically, and it goes more to your intuition or your spiritual higher self, and you ask it yes or no questions and it'll turn whatever way you've determined for yes or no. Similar to kinesiology, muscle testing, but this is more fun to make. So you only need a few things. All you need is fishing line, which we have right here, and it's just on a spool. It's really cheap at the craft store, or you can get it at the fishing store or anywhere, I think, like Target maybe. And then a nice crystal. I'm using a little pendulum crystal so that my pendulum looks like a pendulum. You can use any kind of little crystal with a little point at the bottom. I like to use Swarovski crystal because it's the best crystal, but you can use, gosh, you could even probably use a little plastic piece of crystal looking material if that's all you have, and you can get that at like Michael's, a craft store, whatever craft store you have near you. And then I have lots of like little crystals here in the front, and so I'm going to use the little tiny teeny Swarovski crystals because just to put on it to make it look prettier. So what you want to do is you want to get your thread, and you're going to just cut a kind of a longer piece, and you're going to put your pendulum crystal, the one that you can have at the end, through the fishing line. Okay, so now we have this nice pendulum on a string, and you want to match up the two ends so that they're even with each other. So you got a nice pretty crystal for our pendulum. And then we're going to get some nice little beads to put on it just to decorate it with. And since I'm wearing my rainbow shirt, I'm going to do a rainbow crystal pendulum, actually in the colors of the chakras. Let's do a chakra rainbow pendulum. So first I have the red for the root chakra, and then we've got the orange, and that's for our second chakra, which is our creativity chakra. The third chakra, the yellow, would be for our willpower. And we've got yellow. And then we got green. The green is for the heart chakra. Now, we all know that we are developing newer chakras. We're developing 12 chakras. So actually there's a chakra underneath that I really like. But I'll talk about that later. We don't want to confuse anyone. And then we've got the throat chakra, which is the blue chakra. And that's like a real pretty light blue. Okay, I got these. I actually ordered these little tiny crystals, not the bigger crystal, but I ordered the tiny crystals from, I think it's called Fire Mountain Gemstone, or firemountaingems.com. And they have really good deals on packs of these little Swarovski crystals. Really good deals. So go on that website, Fire Mountain. I'll put the link below the video so you can see. I'm going to put a little bit of a darker blue on there. I don't think that is a chakra color, but I just think it looks prettier to have a little bit darker blue. And then I think the third eye, or maybe the third eye is the darker blue, and then above that, the kind of crown, the crown chakra is white. I get confused when it gets higher up there. But we got a nice pretty purple, and we'll just call that one the third eye chakra. And then we'll do one crystal clear one for our crown chakra on the top of the head. And that'll just be the plain white quartz crystal. And we've got the beautiful white one. So now we have these pretty chakra rainbow colors and this beautiful pendulum. So that's really pretty. Now, but we want our crystals to be down. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the end and we're going to make, we're going to tie a knot, okay? We're going to just tie a knot in it. And so we're able to push those crystals down more. And make it more so that it's so that it's more kind of a little bit tight, but you don't want too tight so that it can't swing. You want just right. I think that's good. Okay, so now once you got like a knot up at the top, sometimes I like to double knot it just so that it will stay. Just double knot that. Oh, I better hold it up more so you can see. Double knot it, and then you want to tie a little knot at the top so that you have your string going over like this so that you can put your finger through it and it will hang. Because that's what you do with the pendulum. You hold it on your finger and let it swing. So I'm going to do that right now. For some reason, this is the most difficult part for me is tying the knot so that I can get this. It's not hard, but it seems like it would be easy. But to get the perfect little thing so your finger will fit through, you just want to tie a little knot. And it might be because this fishing line is kind of hard to tie knots in. I don't recommend using your teeth for this. It's not good for your teeth. So tighten it with something else if you have it. I'm going to use my teeth though. So, okay. So now we have a little hole to put our finger through, and you want to double knot that just to make sure that that is nice and secure. You want to make sure everything's nice and secure. And what I like to do too, if I'm making jewelry, especially with fishing line, is dab a little bit of super glue or epoxy resin on the end just to make sure that it doesn't ever come loose. So I'm not going to do that right now, but I'll do that later so that my pendulum is nice and. So cut off those pieces there. Now you have your pendulum, and you can put your finger in there. If your finger fits. Yeah, okay, it fits. And then we've got, make sure this is loose enough, our pendulum. Isn't that nice? Okay, so what you want to do is you want to put it over something flat, a piece of paper, and you want to ask your pendulum, pendulum, which way is yes? And then hold it, and it'll start moving around. So that way is yes. Okay, stop. Which way is no? And you just have to wait a second. No. Okay, so no is that way. Okay, stop. And you just ask it to stop. And then you will ask it your questions. And then since you know which way is yes and which way is no, it will spin the direction according to your question. So it's best if you have your hand, your elbow down on something flat, because then it will stop completely. I'm just trying to show you because my camera isn't low enough there. And so that's the pendulum. So you can ask it anything, and you want to keep your mind really clear when asking your pendulum questions, your logical mind. Clear your mind. Don't say yes or no in your mind because it will affect the reading of the pendulum. You want just your spiritual guidance to come through with the pendulum. And so you don't want anything you're thinking to affect it. So it's better to have a clear mind. Best to do probably after meditation when you're in a really clear state and you have a question about something that might be good for your body or something that might be good for you, or if you will benefit from learning from a particular class that you want to take, you know, you can ask them anything. And it's a really helpful tool. On top of that, it's really beautiful and fun to make. So, you know, you can have like some of your friends over and you guys could have make pendulums. It's a really good idea. It's really fun. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye.